Alright, so TCG Tacos here. We're here with Sergio Bravo. He's yeah, definitely Pirate King. He's 3 events in a row where he's taking it all. Yeah, what changes did you make to Opus 16?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. It's these 3 cards right here. So I tested the deck a little bit, tried taking out for the new Zidane, but the ability to interrupt whatever your opponent's doing with the old Zidane is still probably better than the new Zidane, even though it's really good. So I added Cecil for some protection, King Tycoon for like blowouts, and Selkie because Selkie combos really well with Bismarck and Leviathan. So being able to do that on demand is actually like incredibly powerful in this deck.
Cool. What did you take out in place of those?
I think this was Shinryu, this was Stiltskin, and this was Friend. The 2CP Forward Friend.
Okay.
So I was using Forward Friend. What I would do originally was whenever I would break it and I needed to search for another pirate, I'd then eventually bring out the Forward. But it wasn't happening like consistently, so I figured it would be better to have this kind of like just as a spell, like attached to a backup. And then this can be picked up with Bismarck as well, so you can do it multiple times.
Cool. So yeah, why Pirate Kings? I think like since Cure series and then our Winter Reunion and this one, we've been having a lot of success with it. What draws you to this deck?
This deck is kind of weird in that it can do almost anything. Like it's insane. Like so, Pinello obviously being like the core combined with like the other Sky Pirates, but Pinello lets you make somebody untargetable, lets you draw a card, and it lets you like -3. So the removal's there and the draw power's there. So if my opponent's not doing anything into my board, I'm drawing 2 extra cards per turn phase. So like 1 on my turn, 1 on their turn. So that amount of draw is completely insane, and it especially makes like Leviathan more reasonable, where like I can actually cast Leviathan and still have cards left in hand, where in most decks you can't really do that. So like this just has a lot of answers. Typhon, Bismarck is still probably like, in my opinion, like the best card in the game right now. Like Bismarck being able to recycle all the incredible auto abilities in this deck is just, it's a lot. So that's why I like this deck, and do it all.
Cool. How about you talk about like some of the matchups for today?
Matchups, yes. So round 1, I played Ian. And Ian was playing Warriors of Light, and it was really good, except for the fact that I hit 2 Ferris into damage before he saw 1 in hand. So I was pretty much able to just kind of like control the board from there, because Ferris is really the core. Like once you have Ferris, you just start exploding everything. So that was that matchup. Round 2. Oh man, I need an assist here. I don't remember.
Was it Sam's?
I don't know, man. I burned a lot of brain cells today, dude.
Yeah, it was Sam.
There you go. Match is insane. Tough matchup. Round 2 was good. Round 3, I played against Monks, which I believe is the stream game, which was really tough. Like that, yeah, that was crazy because I couldn't set up fast, and he set up really fast, really fast. He took me to 6 and everything. We were going back and forth. He had Sophie out.
Did he drop Leslie on you?
Huh?
Did he drop Leslie on you?
He did drop Leslie on me, and I think the critical turn there was he actually picked it back up with a Coup Sith, paid for it to replay, but I had 5 backups out, so I couldn't take the Leslie. And that's where like he spent so much CP on that play, and it didn't do anything for him, that probably that's where I was able to steal the game. But if not, he definitely had it. Like he set up way too fast. Round 4, I played against Andy, who was on the Soiree deck, and he got me 7-6. The Soiree deck is actually surprisingly good. Like it doesn't seem that way, but each of the Soiree members is able to do a pretty powerful effect when they come in. Erwin being able to discard like a Zidane is nuts. And then Merrill getting the haste and the kill is like literally made for Andy. That was round 4, and then top 4, I played Andy again, but I was able to get him this time. I was just able to set up faster and then kind of like lean on the back of Leviathan. So his deck makes his guys unable to be killed by damage. So instead of like leaning on the Bismarck, I had to lean more on the Levy to be able to like kill his guys by -9,000. And then last round was against Sam. on an insane Black Waltz combo deck, which you might want to click the link in the description and check out the deck tech, right? That
Yeah.
seems like a good idea. But his deck is totally insane. Game 1, he probably should have had it. It was very close. Once I kind of figured out it was more or less controlling the White Mage standard unit, which for some reason doesn't say once per turn, which seems probably incorrect. I don't know. Call Kageyama and ask him if that's correct or not. It seems weird. Is insane with the Black Waltz. He drew his whole deck in like 2 turns. It was just not right. It was rude. I thought we were friends, but it turns out we might not be after I saw that. And so game 2, I played a little differently. I mean, to be fair, I drew well. And while he was setting up, I was able to put out Bismarck and my removal so that anytime he would play the White Mage, I'd be able to kill it before he could get max value. So that was the finals.
All right, well, thanks for showing everything.
Yeah.
Thank you, I love you. Oh my god, the pirate
Yeah,
king.
me too. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Cool.
I'll tip my pirate hat to you.